welcome back. This is your man Sierra Wolf, and this is my Let's Play series. So, on this episode, we are going to do some caving, and we are going to get geared up and find some diamonds, get all set up for the rest of the game. So let's get to it. So first off, what we need to do, some of the essentials that we need for caving is we definitely need some pickaxes, which I'll have to make some more. We are going to need some food, which I have 28 baked potatoes here. I have a few more here. I'll probably take most of these down there with me. I need some torches, so I have 7, but we'll have to grab some more coal and some more sticks, and we will have to craft some of those up, as well as we're going to take some of this iron and get some, we're going to get at least a pickaxe, and then see if there's anything else we want to craft with this before we head on down. And I am going to go ahead and take this just in case so that we can maybe get just a little bit more on some of the other things like iron and coal while we're heading down there. So, we're going to go ahead and get geared up, and I'll meet you back when I get geared up. Alright, welcome back, and as you can see from my hotbar, we have geared up a little bit. So, let me show you what I got. So, I have an iron pickaxe, so if we find some diamonds, we can go ahead and get them. I have some stone pickaxes just to do the bulk of my work today as I'm digging through. I went ahead and made myself an iron sword and a shield just to protect ourselves down in the cave. Got ourselves lots of torches, lots of food. Whenever I go caving, I also like to bring a crafting table, wood, and extra sticks just in case. I might grab some extra coal just in case I need to make more torches, but I think I'll be pretty set on torches. Went ahead and made sure I had my water bucket just in case because, you know, with these new caves, there's a good chance that we're going to fall and have to do some water bucket to try and save ourselves. Went ahead and grabbed this pickaxe like I said so that maybe we can get a little bit extra just from the Fortune 1. Not really much we're going to use for this, but we'll probably use it a little bit just to see if we can get a little bit extra. So let's talk about my goal for the day. So it's nighttime, so let's go ahead and sleep. And as we do that, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what I'm going to do today. So what I'm going to do today is I want to make sure that when I come back here, I am suited up with a full set of diamonds. So for a full set of armor and a full set of tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend an hour in the caves looking for diamonds. And at the end of that hour, I'm going to see how many diamonds I have, and then I'm going to spend an hour strip mining like normal. Like you normally would before 1.18, and see which way is more efficient. So for those of you that are asking what level I'm going to be strip mining at, if you actually go and watch, Zoomavord has a great video that I will put down in the description on what level to mine diamonds at, strip mine at for 1.18. He did an incredible video on it, and I seriously suggest everyone go check it out. So like I said, I'll put that in the description. But for that level, it will be negative 59. So after we get into the caves for about an hour, like I said, we will go ahead and dig down to negative 59 and do a little strip mining too. Because I really want to see which way is actually faster to find diamonds in 1.18. So let's go ahead and start collecting ores, and I'll bring you back in when anything exciting happens. Alright, so as you can see, I found the start to a little bit deeper cave. I think this will take us down pretty deep, so I am going to go ahead and start my little timer I have down here in the corner, and we will get caving for an hour, and I will check in as I see fit and as I find things that I want to show you. Alright, so it turns out this ravine is a little bit of a bust, so we're going to go ahead and pause the timer. We're going to pause the timer, and we're going to go look for another cave, and when I find another cave, I'll let you know, and we'll restart the timer. So we went ahead and did exactly just that, but when we came up out of the ravine, it was nighttime, so we had to fight off a few monsters, but then we headed back towards our house so that we could go ahead and sleep away the night. When we were at our house, we went ahead and dropped off some of our items that we found in the ravine. We went ahead and dropped off the coal, dropped off the copper, and we went ahead and made another iron pickaxe. Just because iron pickaxes will sometimes break pretty quickly, so we wanted to have a second one. But then after that, we set off to look for another cave. We went ahead and headed right over this mountain by the village, and we found a set of caves over here that looked promising at first, but then we went ahead and headed in there,
And after looking around in there a bit, it just seemed like there wasn't much in there, so we headed out. And then I remembered that I saw that aquifer the other episode, so we headed over there, thinking that maybe we could find some stuff in the aquifer, and maybe it would find an open cave underneath. But after dangerously running low on air and having to stand on magma blocks to get some air, we decided to head out and think that maybe we'll come back when we have a little bit more gear and have some of that respiration and aqua affinity that'll help us to take on those aquifers. And so then, after getting out of the aquifer, we headed up over the mountain and we found our cave.
All right, so after traversing up the hill a little bit, I came across this beautiful sight. And there's an igloo right here, which we will have to check out. And for those of you that know Minecraft, if you know the igloo here, that means right here, there's a trapdoor, and down there are some villagers. One regular villager and one zombie villager. So we will have to remember that when we want to start up our villager business, because there'll be one zombie villager and a golden apple and a weakness potion there for us to get started with. But I just want to say that this place is beautiful, and I want to remember this when I think about expanding and building a little bit more, because this place could be very beautiful. But I found a few caves over here that I'm going to check out. I'm going to check out this one first and see where that leads, and if that doesn't go anywhere, we'll check out that one. Again, this just looks like a ravine that might not go anywhere, but we're going to go ahead and go down and check it out, just see what happens. So we went ahead and jumped down into the ravine and ran through it and looked to see what we had around. Went ahead and threw down some torches, and then what we stumbled upon next was one of the best findings of the entire trip. So let's hear about it. Oh goodness. So if you look what I found, just stumbled on this cave. I think this is going to be a good cave to go through. We got a lot of stuff in here. But right there, if you see what I see, that is a geode. And right next to it, that is a raw copper block, which means we found a copper vein. So I will definitely write this down so that anytime we need copper, this is where we're going to come. And I also want to go check out this geode, because this could be our geode for what that we set up to make all of the stuff we need with amethyst crystals. So let's go check it out. All right, so when breaking into a geode, since I'm not sure if it's open on one side, I think it's probably just buried in here. There might be an opening on that side, and if there is, that means we found a bigger cave, which will be great. But when breaking into a geode, one thing to keep in mind is if you find the amethyst blocks that have this X on it, make sure you don't break those, because those are the ones that actually can produce the crystals, and so we want to make sure we keep intact as many of those as possible. But these ones without the X, we can go ahead and take out, because they'll give us blocks of amethyst, which will be awesome, and they don't produce the crystals, so we don't need to fear about taking those. So it's kind of a small geode. It's not exactly too exciting. There's actually no crystals formed in here yet, but we'll go ahead and, oh, there's one. That's the little one that's forming. But we're going to go ahead and take out some of these blocks so that these budding amethyst crystals have more. This is my first time actually finding a geode since they were put in the game, and walking on the amethyst is just incredible sounding. It's so neat. Again, Mojang just has done a great job with this update and the prior update. So let's just go ahead and take out some of these blocks to reveal some more of the sides for the budding amethyst, and then we will kind of find a different way out of here and see what we can do with that. All right, so as you can see, we went ahead and opened up some of the extra sides for these budding amethysts, and they are already producing crystals while we're down here. So we'll actually go ahead and we are going to leave this amethyst for now, but we will definitely remember to come back and make sure we check on the crystals and harvest the crystals as they're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and mark down these coordinates, and if you can see there, we are at coordinate Y level 13, so we're getting down pretty low, and soon we should be able to start finding diamonds. So once I get out of this place, we'll start the timer back up and let's see what we can find. Alright, so we found a good sized cave that is right by our geode. Our geode's right there. And we found this cave that it goes that way a little bit and comes down over here. So we're going to go ahead and start our timer, as I think this is probably going to be one of the caves we spend most of our time in today. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our timer started, and we will go ahead and see what we find. All right. So, as you can see, we are now at -10, which means now that we are in the negatives, we are in diamond territory. Now, diamonds are going to start spawning lower and lower, but we are now to the point where diamonds can start spawning, so we'll just need to make sure we keep an eye out and keep looking through these caves and see what we can find. Alright, so I keep stumbling upon this bigger cave that's down here, and I want to go down there, but I want to try and find a safer way down than just jumping in and being attacked by the monsters that are down there. So, let's go ahead and see if we can staircase down there. If we can, that'll be great. If not, we will... looks like there's a little safe landing pad over there, so we'll go ahead and dig on over to that. And then we can just dump down from there. Well, safe might be a little bit of a... not exactly true, but we will check it out anyway and use it to get down. And now we are down here, and look at these beautiful caves. Look at this beautiful cave. So we'll have to check it out. Let's get to it. Alright, so there's definitely some mobs down here. It doesn't look like there's that many. There's a skeleton over there, but we're just gonna run through the place and light it up just a bit. And we will see if that helps out just a touch. And would you look at that? As we were doing that, we found our first bit of diamond. So let's go ahead and just look around the place, make sure we're secure down here. Oh, there's a spider. I think that might be a cave spider. So we're going to go ahead and back up a little bit and take it on. Nope, that's just a regular spider. But we'll just take it on. And it looks like... oh, we got another skeleton. Oh. I don't want to take on two skeletons at once, so let's see if we can lead one of them over here. And let's get some food while we're at it. Oh, there we go. There we go. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and run through this tunnel and light it up. Alright, there we go. So, let's run back and let's get those diamonds. See if we can secure the area a little bit more and get those diamonds. Alright, so again, we're going to come up here. Just going to throw down a couple torches. There is a mine shaft above us, which is kind of neat, kind of scary, but kind of neat. So, and that one is definitely a cave spider. So let's definitely be real careful with this. Yep, and there it is. I am poisoned. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get out of this just fine. I don't think it's quite time to take on a mine shaft quite yet, but who knows? We might venture over there a little bit. Let's just grab that diamond and let's go ahead and see. Is it just one? Alright, well, that's okay. In 1.18, diamonds have been spawning a lot more in 1s and 2s than the 3s and 4s that we would normally have seen them in prior versions, and that's okay. We'll just have to remember that for future. But if we come back here to a little bit safer place, I want to show you that is our first diamond. We have our first diamond of the series. So that's pretty cool. Let's keep on looking. See if we can find more in our hour of caving that we're going to do. So, like I said, as tempting as it might be, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go away from the mine shaft for now. If we just have a total bust on the other parts of this cave, then maybe we'll come back to it and explore it. But for now, we'll just mark down, some lapis. We will just mark down the coordinates for it, and then we will come back to it later. But we will grab some of the ores that are exposed right over here for now. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and loaded up on some of these supplies. I still have only found one diamond, which is pretty sad, but we'll keep looking. We still got another about 40 minutes down in the caves, but we went ahead and found 2 stacks of redstone, so I think that'll be good for right now, and I'm going to leave the rest of the redstone I see for when we have some fortune. So, let's go ahead and keep on caving. Alright, so I stumbled upon this big open cave here, and I found some diamonds, but right now there is... Oh, I found another thing in diamonds, so we'll need to get down there. But the thing is... Oh, more diamonds. Alright, there's a lot of diamonds down there to get, and I need to get to it. I found another geode. That's cool. Anyway, there's some monsters down there, so we need to figure out how to carefully get down there. I don't just want to jump down there, especially since I am not that well geared up, and I would probably not survive if I just did that. So let's go ahead and see if we can mine over to the wall and then mine down and then get all these diamonds. So I think at this point I'm safe to just jump down. There will be some monsters that attack me, but that's okay. We will deal with it and get from going. Alright, and well, I think some of the monsters have went away, so we'll just go ahead and just run around this place, light it up a little bit. They can chase me, that's okay. We'll just want to light this place up just a touch to prevent too many more mobs from spawning. I'm not trying to mob proof the place, but this actually might do the trick as the new spawning requirements are a lot different and they can only spawn at light level 0. So let's go ahead and take these guys out. There we go. And let's go ahead and go get these diamonds. So we are up to 7. Let's just keep looking though. I still got 28 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's take a look back at what happened. Well, that's not good. And I have no idea where I was, so let's go ahead and pause this timer and see if we can find out, go back and figure out where our stuff was. I was near lava when that creeper blew up, so yeah, we'll see how much of my stuff we just lost. I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and we're gonna go ahead and grab some food. And let's go ahead and sleep so we don't have to trek over there in the nighttime and see what all we can go recover. So we did exactly that. We took to the land by foot and we bounded over these mountains trying to look for our cave and look for where we died so we could rescue our stuff. Got over the hill and then we found our cave. So we took to the cave and we ran through it just in the same path we tried to go through earlier. Tried to follow my torches and just figure out where I was. And then finally, after just a little bit of running and running through caves, a little bit of digging, we found the cave that we dropped into earlier and found all the diamonds. That would be right here. So we found that cave and then we took to a place that we found was a little familiar. And then we found our stuff. We found it. Now, what stuff is going to be here? Okay, good portion of my stuff is still here. Don't want to jump into the lava. I'm not seeing... So it looks like one of the casualties to the lava, of course, is the diamonds. So I had 7 diamonds, so we'll remember to count that, but sadly those are no longer in my inventory. Let's give myself that shield. Some of the other things that I lost, I lost my crafting table, I think that's about it. Just my crafting table. It looks like we lost my coal. I lost the coal. I lost the diamonds. Now, obviously, we'll go back to that lava and just see if there's anything that I missed picking up, but I don't think there is. And let me just go ahead and put a torch over here just to be safe. Yeah, so it looks like... Oh, I lost a stack of deep slate too. Well, let's go ahead and block this off. We are still pretty well set up to keep going. I still have both iron pickaxes, I have my sword, I got my shield. The only thing is we are going to be out of torches here soon. So, I think I'm going to have to go back towards where I came from, just staying in the light of where I've been and see what I can do from that. That said, now that I'm back into the caves and back into the caves and back with my stuff, I'm going to go ahead and restart the timer. Just remember that when we get done, we will add 7 diamonds to our total, as we lost 7 diamonds to this lava. So let's head back over here and just go back, find that diamond that I found on my way this way, and start from there. I wanted to head back to the big cave anyway, so we'll head back that way. Oh, another casualty is I lost my water bucket, which that is potentially dangerous. There's another mine shaft down here. I will say, another mine shaft. A mine shaft could be nice right now, as there could be some diamonds in the chests. The only thing about mine shaft is you need torches to go through a mine shaft, and I don't have torches. So let's go ahead and just pack up out of here, and let's head back to the big cave, if we can find our way. Oh, and again, another casualty that I'm just now realizing is one of the stacks of redstone and both of the lapis. Oh, goodness. It's really sad that when that happens, but obviously that is a danger of caving, so we will stay back on it and see what we can do in the last 19 minutes that I'm going to be down here. Alright, so I found my way back. There is this diamond here. Let's go ahead and grab it. Looks like it was just 2, but that's okay. That's 2 more. And we can add, and we can keep on looking while we're down here. So, let's do that. I'm seeing what we can find in the open air. That's stone, so... Well, actually, if that's stone right there, let's go ahead and see if we can... I'm going to go ahead and pause the timer as I'm going back up and stop and looking for diamonds. But I'm going to go up, see if I can find some coal, since coal only really generates above Y0 nowadays. So now if we're seeing stone, that means we're up there, and we can maybe find some coal. Alright, a stack and a half. That should be good. And we will go ahead and keep on caving. And now that we have torches, I think I will go ahead and check out that mine shaft when we get back out. As I think that will be a mine shaft could be very helpful to us. And now that we have torches, I am not too worried about it. So we'll get ourselves just a few more torches. And that works. So let's go ahead and head back down to the deeper caves. And what do I see over there? I see the chest. That's what we were looking for. One of the big things we were looking for, at least. So let's go ahead and again just put some torches down, make sure we can feel safe, and then let's see what's in this chest, please. Got some coal, we got some torches, that'll be nice. Got some rails, those will be nice. I'm going to go ahead and leave the gold here and the bread here. Channeling book, it could be useful, but is there anything I really want to drop? I feel okay dropping the granite. So we'll keep that in our inventory just to see. My iron pickaxe is about to break. That'll clear up one spot, but let's keep on looking, see what else. I also forgot to the timer back on, so let's turn it back on, and we will get back to it. There is a cave spider spawner right over here. Again, not too equipped to deal with that, so we want to go ahead and try and deactivate it if we can. We want to be very, very careful as we do so. It takes a lot more to deactivate a spawner nowadays, because now they can spawn all the way up at light level 13 instead of just 7 like it used to be. Well, as we close in on 10 minutes left of caving, I'm going to say let's go ahead and find a way out of this mine shaft and get our way back to the big caves and see if we can find anything else in the 10 minutes we have left. So let's grab these ores, and then we'll head back to the big caves. Alright, we're back in the caves. We got about 9 minutes of caving left, so let's see if we can find a few more diamonds, and there we go. That is a good start to these 9 minutes. Let's grab these and see how many there are. At least 3. And 3 it is. Well, that is pretty good. 3 more. That is great. Oh, and we got 2 more right here. Let's go. Do you see what I see? There's a chest, and we have a spawner. Let's go. Let's get in here. Let's just run in here real quick and light this place up. And then we'll check out what's in the chest. But this is something we will have to come back and set up a spawner relatively soon so that we have a good source of XP. It is a zombie spawner, which is okay. It's not anything amazing. We already have a lot of that stuff. There's not much here that I want to take, but it's something that we'll remember and we'll have to come back. Again, zombie spawners aren't the best, but they are useful, as in with zombie spawners, you really don't get much besides rotten flesh. You can get a carrot and a potato every now and then, but that's not exactly something you can count on. You might be able to get an iron ingot every now and then, but it's really only good for just rotten flesh and XP. But that said, we can get a villager to buy rotten flesh for us, and if we can do some zombification of that villager and healing, then they'll give us a really good price on it, and then that can actually become a pretty good source of emeralds for us. So a zombie spawner can be very useful, at least in the beginning. So as we're starting to wrap around and wrap back up to where we've been before, I think something that we will do is we will start to find a place where we can find to dig up. And I think we're just going to dig up out of these caves because there's not really an easy way to get back to where we've been. So let's just go ahead and start right here, and we will dig up and out of these caves. And we'll see if we find anything on our way up, as we've spent an hour in the caves. And I will meet you when we get back up. Alright, so as you can see, we made it home. I actually came up in a mountain biome about 1,000 blocks that way, and it was snowing, it was nighttime, but I made it back. We made it back, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sort out my stuff. But just as a little thing, we found 7 diamonds in that caving. We actually found a total of 14 diamonds because we lost 7 to our first death. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'm going to make myself some new pickaxes, some more torches, and I am going to get set up to do some strip mining for an hour, and that way we can compare how many diamonds we get from each. Alright, so something we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and make our first diamond pickaxe. This is the pickaxe that we are going to use for strip mining today. We're going to make sure that we don't run it out because we want to make sure we can get mending on it and get this thing enchanted up later on. That way we don't have to make a new diamond pick. That will be our work pick. But for now, this is what we are going to use when we're strip mining. However, that said, when we are getting down there, I don't want to use up my pickaxe just building a staircase down there. So I want to go ahead and take this time and make a couple more iron pickaxes that I'm going to use to get down to the mine, because it is a ways down there, as we are going to negative 59. So 5 iron pickaxes should be good enough, and this way, if and when I start to run low on my diamond pickaxe, I can also switch back over to my iron pickaxes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep this. This is what our inventory is going to look like as we head down to strip mine. We might grab a little bit more food. We're definitely going to grab some more torches. But that is what we are going to do to head down to the strip mine. So I will get back with you when I find a place to start the mine. Alright, so personally I think every good starter base should have a good starter mine. So, with that said, I think I'm going to put my starter mine right here. We're going to put a little building here, and there'll be a nice staircase down. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and start digging down, and we will see what we get when we get down there. Alright, so we got down here. We are at Y level negative 59. This is where Zuma is telling us to strip mine. So that's what we're going to do. We got our all set up. We got a 3x3 here tunnel with some chests. This is all the stuff that I got from just digging out this staircase. I will be making these into staircases to get back up, because this is quite a long tunnel, and jumping all the way up would be very, very inefficient and just not worth the time. I went ahead and made all of these 5 tall so that when we put the staircases in, we won't have to worry about having to extend it. But the way I'm going to do this strip mining is I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to go 2x1, and I'm just going to be looking for diamonds, and I will probably go in each direction, probably 1 to 200 blocks, roughly, just when I feel like I'm just kind of at the end of what I want to do, at the end of the hallway that I want to make. And then I have 5 of them set up, and then when we need to, we'll extend out these a couple more so that we can put a little more in. I want to make sure they're too wide so that we're just looking at blocks once, because if I put these one wide, then we'd be looking at this set of blocks on both tunnels, so that's just not wise. So efficiently, this is going to be putting out the most blocks, so we are going to do this, and so I will set a timer for an hour, and I will just get to it, and then I will check back in when I am done with how much supplies and resources that I gathered. Here we go. Alright, so we just finished up on our hour of strip mining. So let's go ahead and check in right here on this chest and see what all we got. So in that hour of strip mining, I was able to get 23 diamonds as well as a lot of other resources. So let's go ahead and grab all these, take them up to the top of the staircase up back home. I am going to use my staircases as I go and make this a little bit nicer of a staircase. And I will meet you back up at the top where we will get things sorted and get ourselves diamond up. Alright, so we are back here now, and one thing I forgot to note is that I did make another pickaxe. I made another diamond pickaxe, so that was 3 more that I could have found down there, that I did find down there. So I found a total of 26 diamonds down at strip mining, and as you know, I found a total of 14 when I was caving. So now, after the 2 pickaxes that were made, taking 6 off of it, we have a total of 27 diamonds. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw these things in here. And we will get ourselves a set of diamond armor, because we have enough to make a full set. So I'm going to come over here and let's make ourselves a set of diamond armor. Get ourselves a chest plate, get ourselves some leggings, a hat, and some boots. And so there we are. We have a full set of diamond armor on now, and we are getting all set. We have a diamond armor, we have a diamond pick, and we have 3 more diamonds. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use these diamonds, and we're going to make a diamond axe, as it will come in handy for chopping trees, as well as it can be used as our primary attack weapon right now until we get a few more diamonds to make a diamond sword as well as the diamond axe. I know it is a little bit slower, and I don't usually prefer using an axe over a sword, but but this will be good because it can be used as two different things. Something I am going to do a little bit off camera between this episode and next episode is I'm going to take these iron pickaxes that I have, go back down to the mines and strip mine just a little bit longer and see if I can get myself some more diamonds to get set up with a sword and a shovel. And that is what I'm going to do off camera, but that'll just be doing strip mining just the way that I've been doing it. I'm just going to try and use up some of these iron pickaxes that I have, as now that I have my diamond pickaxes, I don't really think I have use for much of them. I'll probably save one just off to the side, just to be safe, as my diamond pickaxes are pretty low on durability. They'll probably be okay, but just set one aside just to make sure I have a pickaxe. So I'm going to do that off camera. There we are. We are all set. And I think that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and make sure that that entrance to the mine looks all good, as well as set up a more permanent food solution, as well as getting a villager breeder. I have a really cool idea on how we can make a villager breeder and have the villagers harvest food for us all in one. So we're going to do that next episode. But for now, this has been Sierra Wolf. And for now, see ya.